What is up, guys? I'm Uriel Soto, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a custom checkout for your e-commerce store on WordPress and using Elementor. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is head over to your dashboard. But you know what, if you are wondering how I made this this cool looking e-commerce template, I'll have a video on this coming out pretty soon, so make sure to subscribe. Okay, now head over to your dashboard and then go ahead and go into plugins, and we're gonna wanna download a plugin called Cart Flows. So search for Cart Flows, and it's gonna be this one called Funnel Builder by Cart Flows. And you're gonna want to click activate. Okay. And then you're going to want to go to Cart Flows, and you're going to click on Add New, and we're going to go ahead and select our template, and I'm going to go ahead and select this one here. And wait that to load. Okay, and then we're going to call this checkout. And don't worry about the landing page. We don't need the landing page. We do need the thank you page. I definitely want to have that there. And we're going to click update. And now what we want to do is we want to make sure that this is our default checkout page. So what I would suggest doing is go to your pages, and you're going to see how you're going to have a checkout page, right? I wouldn't say trash it. I would just say I would edit this name and add a 1 to that, just because this isn't going to be our main checkout page, and we want to add a 1 to that just so then we can make sure that our other checkout page has a slug checkout. Or else the system won't let us have it have the slug as checkout. It'll end up being copy checkout. You see, it'll be checkout page, but we want this to be checkout. So let's go ahead and do checkout. Click update, and then let's go ahead and go back into Cart Flows. Go to settings, and then where you see over here, we want this to be the global checkout. So we're gonna click our checkout page, that's what it's called, and then we're going to go back to flows. All right, and then we're going to go into our checkout, and now you're going to see that it's set as global checkout, and we don't have that red arrow there. So what we want to do here is now we want to just design this, and we're going to want to actually go into our website, and we're going to want to choose we're gonna want to select our main color from the website, and that's green on ours. So gonna go ahead and select that and grab the green, and then we're gonna go ahead and actually make this green here. We're going to click update, and then we're going to edit with Elementor. And if you did see that other page, that was from a video that I made that didn't work out. It was pretty much to this video, but so now it's not showing us anything, mainly because we haven't selected a product yet. So what you're gonna want to do is actually add I would go to your border just to make this kind of a little more nicer. I would add a shadow to this section. Actually be right here if I didn't select that properly. So you're gonna go in there, head into border, go into shadow, and then we're just gonna want to bring this down a bit. Sorry if there's any background noise. So you're gonna want to bring this down a bit, and then we're gonna want to make the border radius about like this. Let's go ahead and just make it probably like, there we go. And then let's go ahead and add some spacing at the top here. Now just remember that your checkout section is going to be in here. So let's go ahead and bring this down a bit, make it a little bit even from the bottom. And here are just our checkout badges. I do want to actually change this up, so I'm going to actually make this green here. So let me just make that green. I feel like that's a lot better. It does say SSL secured, but if you wanted to add your own, you can as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually remove this image, and this is just a regular image. You can add your own image as well. I'm gonna grab my own badges that I grabbed here. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one. It seems like a nice one that would actually fit our website very well. And let's go ahead and actually, you can add your product here, but that's only if you're doing a specific product. Since we're not, I'm just gonna add that in there. And I'm gonna make sure that we have this here. And that doesn't look that right. That doesn't look that great to me. So I'm just gonna actually make this background. You could just make this background a little gray. You know, I would grab this part right here. Isn't really that necessary. We can have this over here. Actually, you know what? Actually, I kind of do like that down there. Let's go ahead and move that down there. And let's go ahead and grab another image. Let's paste it in here. And let's grab our other image that we downloaded, that we got off. You can just find these off Google, off anywhere really. So, and you can just add whatever payment provider you're adding. Now we do want to add some spaces in between these. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this over here. And this will be about 40, and this side will be also about 40 as well. And that's fine. And then this is fine as well. So let's go ahead and we might customize this a bit more. And let's go ahead and check this out. You probably notice that it's not going to work because we don't have anything on here. We don't have any products selected. But if we were to go to our main website now, and we were to go into one of our products, and we were to click add to cart, and then click in here, click proceed to checkout, you would end up noticing that here we have our checkout page. Now look, it looks definitely not how we want it to look like, right? Definitely don't like how this looks. So the issue is here that we ended up adding a shadow, and we need to move this over. So I would actually have this part loaded up here just so then you can make the edits and just refresh. So I did end up adding a shadow. So I'm gonna remove this shadow, and then I'm gonna go to advanced, and then I'm gonna add some spacing to this. So I'm gonna add something to the left, sorry, probably about 20 to the left. You might not be able to notice it right now, but if we were to click edit, and then we were to just change that up, see, now you see that's fixed, right? Now that looks a lot better, as you can tell. We want the spacing to probably be the same, about same from the other side, so I'm gonna do 15 instead of that. So okay, and there we go. So now we have a really nice checkout page, and usually whenever you have your payment options, they'll load up right here. People can easily add a coupon code, and it syncs very well. If you did want to add a title to this, you can as well. So we can go ahead and add a title up here, and we can add checkout. And if you are familiar with using Elementor, then you are familiar with kind of making this more custom as well. And it's just a lot better than having that generic checkout page, right? So maybe I'll end up making this green, just because, and maybe I'll make this a little more bolder if I can. Maybe select a different font. Let's see here. Okay. See if we can do open sense. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and give this some spacing here. Probably some spacing from the bottom as well. And let's maybe make this a little bit bigger. Now, something you will notice that will happen is that you probably will notice that you don't have, I would actually remove this, to be honest. It's not really necessary. It doesn't even look good. But anyway, you can customize this however you want. You can customize the top. Ads, if you want to add a specific product, then you can. If you're just selling only one product, then you're able to do that. You can customize these badges. You can kind of move these around. If you wanted to have this, down here instead, you can go ahead and do that. However you did want to do that. Honestly, if you didn't even want to have this one and you just wanted to have this at the top, and that would have been a lot better as well, you can do that as well. Probably just remove the spacing from the top and you'll be fine there. And then just make sure that there's a spacing under here as well. So we can do 47 as well. Oops. And if, yeah, like I said, and if you're wondering that, okay, well, my header isn't showing up, right, or my footer isn't showing up, that's kind of an issue. So you're gonna go ahead and head over here to settings, and you're gonna make sure it's at default. And then you're gonna click update, and there you have it. So make sure you have it at default. Make sure you can't have it at template for page builders or boxed. It won't work. I don't think it'll work. So just make sure you have it at default and you should be fine. And yeah, that's about it, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it really helped you guys out. If it did, make sure to subscribe, because I will be coming out with a lot more videos this year. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know.